going to do, open your heel, open your heart, heel your back, which is all about opening your chest, not necessarily getting yourself into an upside down twisted position. It's just opening up your chest muscles, engaging the core, using these. We're going to start with a little chest opener, so grab your block. We're going to need to pop it behind your scapula and lay down onto the block. And it can be on that setting or the setting, whichever's comfortable for you. Lay back down, knees up towards the ceiling, feet flat. Perfect. Hands are going to be interlaced behind the head, elbows can be pointing up to the ceiling, or if you feel okay there, you can flare them out slightly, keeping the ribs pulled down. Perfect. So we're just opening the fascia at the back here, getting a nice chest opening, and you're going to need to breathe here, so make sure you take a nice inhale through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Keep the ribs pulled down into the chest, the tummy can be engaged, and just enjoy that here. You can stay here for a while in your own time, but we have got stuff to do here. So one more breath in through the nose, and let it out through the mouth. Perfect. Now slowly release the block from underneath you, and keep hold of the block. We're going to pop the block underneath the sacrum and come into a little bridge. The block can be on the medium setting or the higher setting, whatever your hips allow your flexibility to do. So if you're comfortable there, no pressure in the knees. If there is, you can wiggle the feet away a little bit. We're not hanging out on the block here. You need to engage the glutes. So give them a little squeeze, make sure we're switching those glutes on and get into an active pose there. Hands flat on the ground. Perfect. Like I said, we're opening the hips up. So if you feel comfortable here, with the core engaged, start to curl the left toes under so the front of the foot pushes into the mat. Perfect. You can give it a little wiggle, helping hand with the hand if you want to put it closer to the bum. And we're starting to open up the fascia in the top of the foot. It's a strange feeling. It might be uncomfortable. You need to breathe through that. And you're going to get support by, as I said before, squeeze those glutes, pull the tummy in, keep breathing in through the nose, exhaling it out through the mouth. So we're really trying to open up the front hip here, pushing that up to the ceiling. Perfect. We're not just going to hang out here, do a wrist stretch. So left hand straight up to the ceiling, pull the left fingers down with the right hand, breathe into the opening there. If it feels good, you can take the hand straight over the top of the head and open up that wrist just there. So again, trying to get into the forearms. Open up there. Perfect. Slowly release that foot to the ground. The wrist can come back down to the floor. Wiggle the toes. It might feel a bit tingly. Do the other side. So right foot curling under, front of the foot. We're trying to get to the ground. If it's just a big toe, it's not an issue. Nice. Opening up the right hip. Breathing through the nose here. Exhale down. Nice. Let it out. Take that wrist stretch. Right hand up to the sky. Pull the fingers back with the left. If it feels good to you and you have that shoulder mobility, you can take the wrists over the head. Perfect. Keep breathing here. So again, we're opening up that opposite wrist, just opening the fascia on this side of the hand. Awesome, nice, maintaining neutral pelvis. Another big breath there in through the nose. Awesome. Slowly release that foot, pop the hands down to the ground, give the toes a little wiggle, and when you feel ready, remove the block. Pop the block between the thighs, squeeze it right down towards the pubic area. Give it a nice squeeze, getting nice and comfy with that into abs. So hands behind the back there, the skull interlace the fingers, elbows pointing in this time. Big inhale, pull the tummy in, the ribs back towards the mat. As you exhale, lift the shoulder blades up off the ground. Hold it there. Lift the left foot straight up to the sky and spread the toes. Look at the toes. We're opening up the fascia. Try and pull that big toe away from the foot. So abducting. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, come up, other side. Right foot lifts this time. Spread the toes. Pull the abdominal muscles into the centre. The webbing is pulling in and the ribs are pulling back down to the ground. The sacrum touch the floor. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. Left leg lifts this time. Spread the toes. Energetically pull the right heel back towards the bum. Give the block a big squeeze. Keep the shoulder blades lifted. Inhale, back to centre, and back to the mat. Exhale, lift up other side. Right leg lifts this time. Spread the toes. Energetically pull the left heel in towards the bum. Squeeze the block. And keep the rectus abdominis flattened down so we don't have anything protruding there. Inhale, come back centre. Exhale, adding on, lift up. Left leg lifts. Add a twist to the left hand side. Pull that right heel back towards the ground. Spread the toes. Zip out the pelvic floor. Inhale, back to centre. Put the foot down. Exhale, lift up other side. Right leg lifts, spread the toes. Pull the left heel back, take a twist to the right. So we're getting into the internal, external obliques here, adding a twist. You should be starting to feel it. Inhale, back to centre, pop the foot down. We're going to do one more, get really up here. Exhale, lift up. Left leg lifts, spread the toes. Pull the right heel back towards the ground, squeeze the block. Take a twist a couple of inches to the left. Keep that left shoulder blade off the ground. Hold it there, retain the breath. Inhale, back to centre, pop that leg down. Last one, other side. Exhale, come up. Right leg lifts, spread the toes. Pull the left heel towards the bum cheek. Squeeze the block, take a couple of inches, turn to the right. Lift, lift, lift the shoulder blades off the ground, keep the ribs pulled down. Inhale, back to centre, remove the block, relax. Take the feet to the edges of the mat for a supine twist. Big inhale. As you exhale, take the knees out to the left-hand side, putting pressure on the inside of the right foot, sending the right hip up to the sky. Hands can be in goalposts if that's comfortable for you, or we can just take them to a T shape with your shoulders about that. Take a few seconds there. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, knees over and up to the right hand side. Pushing to the left inside of the foot. This time, again, the left glute is engaged. This isn't a passive stretch. I mean, pushing that hip, opening it as we did in bridge with the foot curled under. Awesome. Inhale, back to centre for one more set of arms. Come out onto the elbows if you're in a sunbathing position. We're certainly not going to be relaxing here. Feet are going straight up at a diagonal. Spread the toes, engage the core. Zip up the pelvic floor. Drop the right leg and pull it back in. The hands can be by the sides, or you can pop them onto the obliques and interdigitate the fingers with the tummy muscles there to try and squeeze everything together. So you're giving it a helping hand. We're just alternating legs here. Remember to breathe. Give the lower pelvic floor a little squeeze up. Make sure that trampoline is working. Awesome. Couple more of those. And pause. Coming onto the ground, we're going straight into dolphin. So elbows to the ground. You can interlace the fingers if it feels okay for you. You can also take the palms flat to the floor and a narrow stance, shoulder width apart. Puff up between the shoulder blades, curl the toes under, send the sit bones up to the sky. As you inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip to the side. So the left knee is going up for external rotation of the left hip. Hold it there. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale up. Pop the left foot down. Other side, right leg lifts. Bend the knee. Open the hip up to the side. Push the floor away through the elbows. We want to be keeping the pelvis nice and neutral here. So no tipping there. Perfect. Cool. Pop the foot back down. Coming down into quadruped. So onto all fours. Hands down. Push the floor away with the hands. Knees down. Left leg is going to go straight back. Bend the knee. I'm going to activate that glute. We're going to do some little pulses, you're already there. Someone's done this before. And make sure this is switched on. So we know this is switched on when the foot is going straight up, not out. If it's going out, that will be the hamstring, we don't want to be affecting those. If that feels good to you, you can lift the right hand straight forward, the thumb up facing the sky. Remember to breathe. Hold it there. If you have that back capacity and the back is nice and straight, shoulders set, you can take the right hand round and try and grab that foot. Awesome, this is our first proper back bend. She says with quotations, we want to open the chest up, make sure we've got the ability in the shoulder perfect without dipping in something. There we go, nice. Pop that foot down to the other side slowly, smooth. Other leg goes straight back. Bend the knee, start those pulses. So think your right glute needs to be switched on. Also make sure you're not sitting too much. Shoulders looking good. If that feels good for you, you can take the opposite hand straight forward, come up towards the sky. Keeping the abs pulled in together. Nice. And again, you can take that hand round. Might feel different on the other side. You've got to stretch. And lift the chest open, keeping the neck nice and neutral. Cool. And breathe there. Come back down when you're ready. Have a quick drink of water if you need this. That's all right. I'm not sure what time we started the So come to the top of the mat, the sun cell. Making sure the pelvis is neutral, tummy is pulled in, glutes are wrapped down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, send the bum back, hinge at the hips, hands to the ground. Right leg goes back, lower the knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pull the tummy in, make sure the ribs are glued onto the back. Hands to the ground, wiggle back the plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back the cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift up down the dog. Walk the feet in a couple of inches if you need. Right leg lifts, pull it to the top of the mat, giving a helping hand to the knee. Lower the left knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, arms forward up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Walk the back leg in. Inhale, rise and stand. Other side. Exhale, send the bum back, bend the knees, left foot goes back, lower the knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, arms forward and up. Imagine the hands around the ribs and pulling you up to the sky. We want to elevate. Hands to the ground, both feet back, for plank. Cool. Lovely. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, pull back the cobra. Curl the toes under, lift up into downward dog. Left leg lifts. Give it out, inhale, forward the knee. Lower the knee, top of the foot. Inhale, arms forward and up. Nice. Hands to the ground, exhale, forward foot. Inhale, back to centre, stick and round. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward foot. Right foot goes back, lower the knee but not the toes. You want to be ready to go. Inhale, arms come up into goalpost. So really feel that lift again, we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. We're getting the sensation of the back bend without actually being there. Hands to the ground, move the feet back to plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back the cobra. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. Right leg lifts, pull it to the front of the mat. Lower the left knee. Inhale, arms into goalpost. Push down through the left toes, energetically pull the right heel back towards the thighs. Keep the tummy pulled in. Hands to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and stand. Last round. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Left foot goes back this time, lower the knee, but not the top of the foot. Right hand goes to the left glute, give the tap as it's switched on. Left hand comes up, and imagine someone is pulling you up to the sky through that wrist. Pull the right foot back towards you, switch the glutes on. Hands to the ground, bring the feet back to planks. Exhale, lower the knees, go all the way down. Inhale, pull back for cobra. Wrap the glutes down, lift up the down dog. Exhale. Left leg lifts, pull it to the front of the mat. Lower the knee, but not the top of the foot. Left hand to the right glute, give it a tap. Pull the right hand up, and imagine someone is pulling you up, lift up into the scapula on the right hand side, and wrap that right glute down. Exhale, hands to the ground, feet together. Inhale, rise and turn. Sequence one. You're going to need the blocks for this, so grab them, keep them to the side. Drink water if you need. Big plank. Start the same as stand one. So inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Right leg goes back. Lower the knee, but not the top of the foot. Hop the blocks by your sides. This isn't meant to feel like you're pulling yourself down, but try and reach for the blocks whilst lifting yourself up. So again, it's that feeling being around the ribs and lifting up into the scapula. Also making sure you've got a neutral neck. Halfway. So the blocks are maybe just taken to the edges of the mat. Put the hands to the ground, lift up into three-legged downward dog, left leg lifts. Hold it there, feel strong. Make sure the pelvis is neutral. Squeeze the sit bones in together and shift from three-legged dog to one-legged plank. Wiggle the foot back in knee, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. One more of those, hold it in plank. Bend that left knee, squeeze the left glute, and lower all the way to the ground. You can lower the knees if you can. With the forehead down to the ground, you can rest it on your forehands. Or stay there. We're going to switch on that left glute again and start those pulses. So the only way we can do this is by telling that left glute with our brain, which sounds a bit silly, to switch on. Or you can give a little tap to make sure that it's working. Is it working?
No, it doesn't like work.
It's getting there. They don't have to be too big. That's the right way to do it. Awesome. Pause there. Pop the foot down, feet together, lift up into that three-legged dog once more, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip and external rotation. Remember to breathe. Awesome. And watch your pelvis tilting. So keeping it here, we're just working that hip. Imagine it was just the thigh bone trying to open up there. Perfect. Come back to neutral, pull that left leg through to the top of your mat. Open up to the right for a side lunge over the right hip. So ensure the knee is over the ankle, don't let it shoot through. Imagine someone is pulling you back at the hips. The right hand can be flat down, left hand can go up to the sky, twisting with the obliques there. Halfway. Switch over to the other side. So right hand down, weight over the left. Four. Take the blocks, swing to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee for the other side. So inhale, lift up, but point those fingertips down. Imagine that someone is lifting you up, let the scapula glide up the back. Keep neutral pelvis. Perfect. So again, it's not about reaching down, it's about lifting up through there. Side. Take the blocks off the edges of the mat, hands to the ground. You're going to go into three-legged dog with the right leg up into the sky. Shift the weight forward for one-legged plank. Make sure the shoulders don't come too far over. You might need to wiggle the foot. Exhale, back up, down dog. Inhale, come forward for one-legged plank. Exhale, back for downward dog, last time. Inhale, come back for plank. Bend the right knee. Lower all the way down, if you can, lower the knees if you have to. You need to pop the hands under the forehead and rest up there, and we're going to switch and pulse that other glute, which is working. Nice. Well done, keep that going. You can give it a tap if you need. Perfect. Start to feel everything lift up. Pop that foot down, back into three-legged downward dog. Downward dog. We're going into three-legged by lifting the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip on the other side. So we're maintaining neutral pelvis again. Awesome. Cool. Pop that foot down, pull it to the front of the mat, and open up into a side lunge over the left side. Right hand can come down, left hand can come up, if that feels good for you. Keep the tummy pulled in, make sure that knee isn't shooting over to the side. And when you're ready, come to the top of your mat, sun's out. Hey, let's get some heat into here. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward, fold. Walk or hop back to plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back for cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift up for downward dog. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to stand. One more. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward foot. Walk or hop to plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, pull back for cobra or up dog. Curl the toes under, lift up into downward dog. Hold it there. If you've got the blocks near you, pop them under your hands if you can. Just going to warm up the scapula a little bit here. We're going to do downward dog shrugs. So you need to push into the blocks to shift the scapula up the back and then back down again. Remember to breathe here. Really just trying to warm up those scapula. Just keeping us neutral. Bend the knees as much as you have to do this. Oh, that feels good. I hope it does anyway. It's like, think of Baloo just rubbing his back up and down the tree. Awesome, scapular elevation. Left leg lifts. You can do this with the blocks there, or you can remove the blocks. You can have a little hop here if you want to. Keep the left leg still. Rise on the right toes and push off from the ground. You can swing the left leg through or swap the legs in midair. Lift up into a high crescent lunge. Keep the pelvis neutral. To do that, we can bend the right knee. Get nice and comfortable here because we're going to goalpost the arms and do some pulses. Any clicks or anything, just maintain that neutral pelvis. And we're pushing off the right toes. Remember to breathe here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, and up. Pause in the pulses. Left hand to left hip, right hand to right thigh. That doesn't sound right. No. Right hand to left thigh. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Lift up into airplane. To add some demand here, you can stay here if you want to, or you can bend the right knee and do some of those pulses. So pulse the right glute. Get it more fired up here. We've done this a few times, it should be working now. When you're ready, slowly lower the right heel to the ground, face the edge of the mat, left foot facing forward, open up for warrior two. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, reverse it, right hand to right thigh, left hand over. Lift up through the ribs on the left hand side. Inhale back to centre, exhale variation, left forearm to left thigh, right hand comes over. One more of those. Inhale back to centre. Gently squeeze the sit bones together. Exhale, reverse. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, variation. The weight isn't going to be on that side. You're just using it to enable yourself to lift up through the right hand side of the body. Right hand swings down to the ground. The right knee is going to lower onto a block if you have those knees down. Another block is going to be under the left hand for a nice little side bend. So inhale, rise up. Try and reach that block with your left hand. The right hand comes over. Exhale, feel side bend. So we're opening up the same thing we had in Warrior 2, all the intercostal muscles down this side, and the scapula is lifting up. Cool. One more breath there. So we've warmed up the iliopsoas when we're doing the bridge at the beginning, and also a nice sunbathing ab work there, and that is opening up on the right hand side, that's with hip. Remove the blocks. We're going to swing up into dolphin. You can either just get into that position or pop both hands to the ground. The elbows go down, left foot goes up into the sky. Open up that left hip by bending the knee, sending it out. So imagine that thigh is being pulled away from the pelvis. We're trying to maintain a neutral pelvis, but open the hip up. Perfect. Awesome. Pop that foot down, come onto the knees, keep the forearms down. For forearm cat cow. So inhale, lift the chest forwards. Bum goes up. Exhale, push into the forearms. Push the tummy into the back. And then the legs. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, push up. Wiggle the forearms forwards and the feet back to forearm plank. And hold it there. Nice flat back there, squeezing the glutes, lower to the ground, lower the knees lifted. Awesome, goalpost the arms, lift up the legs. So feet and arms lift at the same time, opening up the chest for another little back bend. Making sure we're protecting the lower back by scooping in the abs from underneath. Pop the hands down to the ground, lift up into downward dog. Gonna skip the shoulder shrugs this time. Right leg lifts, have a little hop if you'd like to. Cool. So pushing off the toes on the bottom, swapping legs lift up into crescent lunge, right leg forward. So bend that left knee. Cool. Maintain the neutral pelvis, pop the hands out into goalpost this time for those little pulses. So bend the knee and lift up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. We're preparing ourselves to be able to push back into a back bend. Left glute switched on, energetically pull that right heel back towards you. You okay? right back towards you. Hold it there, sorry. Right, left hand to right thigh, right hand to right hip, pop the pressure in, move forward into aeroplane. You can stay here, or we can bend that left knee and pulse the left glute. Might feel different on this side. Keeping it all together. Perfect. Left foot touches down, facing the side of the mat, open up into Warrior 2. Inhale. Imagine there's a wall behind your back and you're trying to push everything in there nice and flat. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, variation. Right, squeeze the sit bones together. Imagine somebody's pulling that left hand over your head, stretching out the left side. Let the ear relax to the right shoulder. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, reverse. Last one, inhale, back to centre. Variation, exhale. Hands come down to the ground for dolphin. Lift that right leg up, elbows to the ground. Bend the right knee, open the hip up for external rotation. Push the elbows into the floor, the forearms, push it away. Let the shoulders lift you up. Let the neck relax. Pop the feet down, the knees down, into forearm cat-cow. Inhale, lift the chest forward and through. Exhale, push away from the forearms into that cat. One more of those. Inhale. Exhale for cow. With the forearms and feet back into forearm plank. Keep a nice flat back. Elbows directly under the shoulders. The glutes are wrapped down. Lower all the way down. Hands into goalpost. The feet can stay down, and you can lift up at the same time as the chest. Inhale, come back to the locust. So imagine there's a little beach ball under the tummy, pushing the abs in. Awesome. Hands to the either side of the shoulders, lift up into downward dog for our set of sun view. So you can inhale, bend the knees, exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat. You tap on the chair. Inhale for chair. Exhale, forward fold. Walk or hop back to plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. We can have a little hop here. So left leg lifts, hold onto the right toes, all the way up. Or change in there, left foot forward for warrior one, right heel down. You want both heels on opposite lines. We want the pelvis facing forward. Inhale, arms forward and up. Left hand is going to come to the right glute, right hand's going to stay up. Lift up through the scapula. Hands to the ground for plank. Wiggle the feet back. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back for cobra. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. Other side. Right leg lifts. Roll on the left toes, have a little hop. Switch legs and slight walk up down. Awesome. Inhale, come up. Right hand comes around to the left glute, give it a tap, make sure it's switched on. Imagine someone is pulling you up through that left hand, lifting you up to the sky. Exhale, come forward, sit back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back for cobra. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. Walk or hop to the top of your mat, sequence 3. Inhale, lift for chair. Exhale, lower the hands, walk or hop back to plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Inhale, pull back for cobra. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. Left leg lifts. We're going to do some little skimming here. We need to warm up the psoas a bit more. So we're rolling and we're hopping forward and hopping back. And when I say hop, we don't want to get too much air time. So this is just getting us even more fired up. You're pushing into the ground. A couple more of those. Working that psoas. Have a bigger hop here. The left leg comes forward, the left leg warrior one. Right heel down. Left hand on right glute, lift the right hand up to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale it out. Lovely. Both hands come down to the ground. Now we're going to twist the core to the left. Left hand can rise up if that feels good for a twisted warrior one. Awesome. Hold it there. Pop the pressure into the right hand, glue the right scapula onto the back, twist the right heel over the side plank on the right side. So the left foot is tacking over the top of the right and opening up there. Squeeze the glutes. Imagine that wall behind you back. Lift up as high as you can. The side plank. You can stay there or you can pop the left foot behind you for dancer's table. Pushing into the left toes, sending the hips up to the sky. Let that right scapula hold you. Turn back around for plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Lift up into lotus for the other side. Exhale, hands to the side, lift up into downward dog. Right leg lifts this time. Do those little skimming again. So skim the left foot forward and left foot back. Left foot forward, left foot back. Remember to breathe here. Feel strong. Use the glutes. Perfect. Have a bigger hop here. Right leg's going to come forward. Nice. And lift up into warrior one. Right hand on the left glute, lift that left hand up, up, up. Inhale through the nose, exhale it out through the mouth. Left hand comes down to the ground, twist through the glutes to the right, let the left scap hold you, lift the right hand up to the sky for a twisted warrior one. Pop the left heel down, open up the side plank. Lift the hips up to the sky, imagine that wall is behind your back again, the shoulder needs to be in line with the wrist. You can stay here or you can flip over into the dancer's table, pushing into those tippy toes, sending the hips up to the sky. Nice. Flip back over for plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale for locust. Again, back bend. We're going to be trying belly lift. So really switch those glutes on, pull the abs in. Hands by the sides of the shoulders, lift up into downward dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, bend the nose, walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale to stand. Have a drink of water, we're going to scream it all together. You feeling okay?
I just won't do much teaching later.
You are?
I just won't do much teaching later.
I'm going to scream it all together. So when you're ready, come to the top of the mat, Tadasana. Feel tall here, pull the tummy in, wrap the glutes down, feel nice, elongated, warmed up, fired up, ready to go for the scream. Let's go. Inhale, forward, arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Right leg goes back, keep the knee lifted up for a high press-up. One at a time, lift one arm forward and then the other. Feel like Superwoman here, as if someone's pulling your hands forward through your chest. The left glute is supporting us. Right knee lowers, goalpost the arms, inhale. You can stay here or you can have a little go, opening the chest a bit more, squeezing the abs, opening up the iliopsoas for a little lean back. Feel strong here. Nice. Hands to the floor, left leg lifts straight up, three-legged downward dog. We've done this before. Three-legged downward dog, shift forward into one-legged plank. Inhale. Exhale, back for downward dog. Inhale for plank. Exhale, back for downward dog. Shoulders should be feeling nice and strong here. Shift the weight into the right hand scapula. Flip over for dancer's table. So the left foot comes behind. Lift up, up, up through the hips. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes. Left hand comes down, left foot comes forward. Open up to the right for those side lunges. The left hand can go down, we're switching side to side. Or you can keep the hands on the mat and just get loosey-goosey. Just switching side to side, opening up all the fascia in the ribs. And keeping those side lunges nice, getting the flow going. Looks awesome. When you're on the right side, switch to the back of the mat, parallel the feet, lower the left knee. We can have the blocks underneath us like we did earlier, or you can just imagine that you're reaching down for them, whatever is good for you. So inhale, come up, pull those hands down and lift up through the chest, pull the tummy in, the ribs glued onto the back, the left glute wrapping down to the floor. Nice. Left hand comes to right thigh, right hand to left glute. You can keep it there or you can take it down the thigh towards the knee, and maybe you can reach for that back heel, bend the knee and lift that heel up or stay where you are. Well done. Open the chest and take a slight twist. Perfect. We're doing a little back bend here. Slowly lower that foot. Pop both hands to the ground, right leg lifts up, three-legged downward dog. We've done this over and over, so bend the right knee and open that hip out to the side. Really, really pull that thigh up into the pelvis and lift the hip away and out. The right glute is switched on here. You can stay here, or the left forearm can come down, right hand in line with left forearm, funky dolphin. Push the ground away through the forearm and the hand. You can keep it in external rotation or parallel the knee with the leg and push that foot up into the sky for a scorpion. This is hard. Looking really strong. Pop that foot down, move the feet back, pop both elbows down for forearm plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can inhale for locust or bow, whichever suits you better. If we're going for bow, just take it nice and slow. Take a big inhale and push up. Squeeze the glutes. Nice. Use the abs. If there's any tension in that lower back, just pull those abs in even more. Pop the hands by the shoulders, lift up into downward dog. Right leg lifts this time. You can roll on the toes, have a little hop. Wherever you are, we're going to be taking that right foot forward into a right leg aeroplane. So transfer the weight, bend the knee, lift the left leg up. Awesome. Hands can be back, if that feels good. Or we can pop the left hand to the inside of the left foot, the right hand is on the right side. So we can start the same as we did earlier. Left hand can work its way down the left glute, or you can start reaching back to that foot. Squeeze the glutes in. Make sure a neutral pelvis. You want to start straightening that right leg if you can, lifting up for a dance. It's nice if you need extra balance. Pop that right hand straight forward. Beautiful. We're in a back bend. Nice concentration. Awesome. Hold it there. And then slowly start to pop that left foot down, twist to the right for a seated twist. Cool. If this feels any comfort in the knee, just kick that left foot straight out. We're just going to hold it here and take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth, let it out. You can use the abs to take a little twist or just melt into the back, whatever feels good for you. Have that breather because we've still got a little way to go. When you're ready, unwind to the left, left foot comes forward to the top of the mat. Transfer the weight into there, left hand comes down, open up for half moon. You can keep it here, use a block if you need. Keep it there, or bend that right knee, grab hold of the front of the foot for a kind of sugar cane type move. Try and straighten that left leg with a slight bend in the knee. We don't want to lock that out. Awesome. Another back bend. Gently pop that right foot down, open up into warrior two. Big inhale, exhale, reverse it. Inhale back to center. Exhale, variation. Just doing one of those. We've got a lot to do. Right hand lands. Let the right scapula hold you. Twist the foot out for a side plank. So left foot is stuck on top of right. Left hand can go up if that feels good for you. Hold it in that side plank. Left hand's going to come down. Left knee's going to come down, modified side plank. Right hand comes up. You can keep the right foot on the ground. Lift it up or bend the knee and open up into that sugar cane feeling again like we just did in half moon. Squeeze the glutes together, push the hips forwards, keep the ribs pulled back into the back body. You can stay there, you can pop that right foot down and lift up into table. Parallel the feet, hips go up to the side, right hand comes over. Ensure that the left shoulder is under the left wrist. Nice. Flip back over into the plank. Oh no! Right foot comes forward, left foot comes forward. There's a Tadasana for the other side. We make it. Inhale, come back. Exhale, hinge of the hips, forward fold. Left foot goes back this time. Keep it lifted up. Wrap that left glute down. Slowly lift one arm and then the other. Feel like Superman motion is pulling you forward. Do not let that right knee shoot over your ankle. Let the glute support you. Pull the tummy in. Left knee lowers this time. Inhale for goalpost. Same thing, hold it here. When you feel comfortable, start to lean back so the chest opens up even more. The shoulder blades squeeze together. Everything is pulled in. Hands to the floor, right leg lifts up, three-legged down dog. We should know this by now. Inhale, come forward for one-legged plank. Exhale, lift up into downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, forward to one-legged plank. Hold it there. You can stay here or you can flip that right foot over behind and lift up into dancer's table. Let the left scapula hold you, switch the glutes on, squeeze the sit bones together. Swing that right foot forward to the top of the mat. And then open up to the left, some side lunges. Again, get imaginative here. We can sway the hands around. You can have a little hop if you want to, but I just want to open up that back fascia. Getting ready for our wheel pose at the end of the session. Keep going side to side. Remember to breathe. Really getting in the moment there. Swing to the back of the mat when you're ready and lower the right knee. Imagine those blocks are by your side. Inhale, lift the chest up, fingertips point down. Right glute wraps down, and the abs are supporting you there. Hands come to the left thigh, lift up. Side lunges over the right knee, do the cross. Yeah, okay. So we're coming into the little back bend. So yes, right hand onto the left thigh. We can pop the left hand to the right glute. Keep it there. Or if you feel comfortable, start to lift up the chest, bend the right knee if that feels good, and grab hold of the right foot on the inside. Lift up through the chest. Let the shoulders centrate. Awesome. For another little back bend. Hands to the ground. Now slowly release that back foot. Left leg swings up for the three-legged downward dog. Keep it here, bend the left knee and open up that hip for external rotation. So the only thing that's moving is that hip joint. The pelvis remains neutral. Perfect. Pop that foot down. Oh, never mind. Pop the elbows down to the ground, wiggle back into, are you going to say that thing? No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, we can do that, Yeah, open up to external rotation, the right forearm comes down into funky, awesome. So currently the hip is extended, we're going to make it a bit harder by paralleling the feet, bend the knee, lift up into scorpion. If you feel good today, you can have a little hop if you want, but we're not doing that. Perfect. Now we can come down, both elbows come down, with the feet back for forearm plank. Big inhale, exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up into locust or bow, whatever feels comfortable to you. Nice, really feel the chest opening, the glutes wrapping down, the abs working. Hands by the side, lift up into downward dog. Left leg lifts this time. You can have a little hop or you can stay where you are. The left foot is coming forward. Now we're going into aeroplane. Pop both hands on the left thigh or send them back, whatever feels good for you. You can stay in aeroplane as it is, or you can bend that right knee. Keep the left knee bent. Start to reach back for the back foot. As you do, pull the tummy in. Straighten that left leg as much as you can. Lift the chest up. For dancers, that left hand can stay on the hip or come forward for a nice pose, whatever feels good for you. So long as it feels good in the back, keep that tummy pulled in, send everything back. Awesome. Slowly release that back foot, pop it to the ground, twist to the left, seated twist. Take a big inhale here. Exhale out through the mouth, let everything go, we're working hard here, you can have a little sway if you want to, get oscillating all the middle bits, make sure you're going around both ways. We've got a last little bit to do, so unwind to the right foot comes forward, open up into half moon, hand can be on the ground or you can use a block to modify. Open that left hip up to the side. Hold it here, or grab hold of the left foot for a little sugar cane. Keep the right glute switched on. Keep it going. Slowly lower the left toes to the ground for warrior two. Open up, inhale. Exhale, reverse it. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, variation. Left hand keeps going over, lower to the ground, let the left scapula grab you. Twist onto the left heel, open up the side plank. Breathe here, inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Oh no, roll on to the right side for the other side plank. So left foot is stacked over. Awesome. I'm so confused. Lower the right knee. Keep the right hand down. The left foot opens up for modified side plank. You can hold it here or levitate the foot. If you want to go a bit further, bend that knee, grab hold of it, push the hips through, pulling the tummy in and the ribs on the back for the sugar cane in modified. Awesome. You can stay here or you can pop that left foot down behind you, parallel the feet, open up into table. Push the hips up to the sky there, let the right scapula hold you. Perfect. Come back round to the ground. Going to go straight into wheel if you feel comfortable to do so. Feeling okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Have a little drink. Last little pose. So coming onto the back. We're getting into a bridge pose. We did this at the beginning. Hands coming down by the side. Switch the glutes on before you do any pain in the knees. Just wiggle those feet away a little bit more. Slowly lift up into the bridge. Wrap the hands by your ears with the fingers facing towards your feet. And when you're ready, you're going to push into the hands, push off the shoulders, and lift up into a wheel. Awesome. Keep the abs pulled in. Keep the glutes switched on. Beautiful. Slowly lower back down into that bridge. Back down to the ground with control. Really nice. You can give it another go if you want, or we can just go into a nice supine twist. Awesome. Really, really well done. You feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So give those knees a big hug. Inhale here. Exhale, hold on to the knees with your left hand, let them roll over to the left side, taking the right hand down into a T-shape. Feel that opening down the right hand side of the back. We've continuously done back bends throughout this practice, through things such as cobra and bow, dancer, finding the wheel, massive well done. So let it open up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, roll out to the side. Let the back open up. Let that left scapula just start to melt into the floor. Take a big inhale here. Exhale it out through. Let it go. Awesome. Come back to center for a final relaxation pose. Feet out to the edges of the mat. Arms facing down, palms facing the ceiling. Let yourself melt into the mat for Shavasana. We've worked up some heat in the body. We've worked the shoulders, we've opened the hips. Definitely use the abs and the glutes, and now it's your time to wind down. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale. Let yourself melt into the mat and give yourself the time. You've worked the body, you've worked the mind. Now it's your time just to switch. big inhale in as you do. Squeeze everything together. Squeeze the fist, squeeze the forearms, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes, the thighs, the calves, and let it out. Exhale. The lips part, the cheeks relax. Let the mind be still. And start bringing some awareness back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, make the movement bigger, wiggle the wrists, wiggle the ankles. If it feels good for you, reach the arms up over the head for a pencil stretch. Feet together, big inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, pull the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. Thank your body for coming today and working, and your mind. And big thanks from me for continuing with the practice I'm going to teach you today. Namaste.